Welcome to the episode number 11 of the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint with me, your host, Lolita Guarin. I'm a stress management expert and a 4 times best-selling Amazon number one author. I also written the books about stress management for adult children of alcoholics, and also Crush Stress While You Work. Both of them are available, well, you know where, on Amazon. Let's talk about something that, stresses a lot of people, and that is taking things too personally. Did this ever happen to you? You're driving on the freeway or somewhere else, minding your own business, and you're on time, everything's going great. And then out of nowhere, this guy comes and just cuts you off and then just speeding away. And you immediately triggered. You don't like what they did, and you immediately angry. You're probably shouting at them, and you probably thinking that is just messed up the rest of your day and how could they do this to you? Obviously, now when we think about this, it looks funny. Obviously, we know you're doing things too personally, but why are you taking things too personally? And the funny thing, we don't even know how that person looked like. Did they really did that to you personally? They probably don't even know who you are, but yet we always take it, like it was done on purpose. Like now, no matter what happens to us, the day is done. I used to be that person for a very long time until I heard the story and I want to share with you. So the story was something like this. A man was driving to work and he stopped in the intersection. And in front of him was a car. And then when the light turned from red to green, the car in front of him didn't go. It was just stopped, not moving. And man gave that other car, some seconds to finally move forward, but the car still was at the stop sign and not going anywhere. And then suddenly a woman got off and she went in the passenger seat and then she was doing something. Something was there on the back seat. Of course, the man immediately took it personally and he's thinking, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it, this happens only with women, they always forget something, she probably has her purse in the back seat, she probably doesn't even have a job because she's just housewife and she doesn't need to be on time, and how dare they, and here he is sitting in traffic, and who knows what will happen now with his day, and he's probably going to be late and all of this. So while he's thinking about that, the woman does her thing and then she sits in the car and she drives away. Now, from here on, I don't know how he find out. Was it on the radio or something? Anyway, but he find out what really happened was that she had her toddler sitting in the back seat and he started choking. So she got off of her driver's seat and she went open the door and she took care of a child. Now, that was not because she wanted the man to be late to work. It was not because she wanted him to be annoyed. It doesn't matter why she stopped the car. But when the man listened to what truly happened, it changed all the story. It changed the way he was acting. It changed from taking something personally into something that actually has compassion to that person, to the driver that was in front of him. When I heard the story, I thought about that a lot. And I realized that many things I was myself taking so personally when it had nothing to do with me. People don't know me, and maybe they acting, you are somewhere, let's say in the bank or in the store, and the cashier is really rude to you. You think that they're rude or they're not even smiling, maybe not even having eye contact with you. You immediately taking personally, you're like, oh my gosh, what do they think they are? And here I am, a customer, they mean to me. It's really coming from understanding that we need to belong to a group. It's really coming from this survivalist point of view of thinking that, oh my gosh, if they do not like me, if they against me, hence I'm going to be excluded from the group, hence I'm going to die. But when you think about it, all the things that are happening around us, it's nothing personal. People just going through their own life. They going through their own things that making them stressed as well. Many people going through more things and more harsher things than we are ourselves. So now when I'm sitting in traffic and somebody cuts me off, and especially when they like just going very high speed, I tell myself they probably need to pee. Or maybe they need to go home because their child is alone. Or maybe his wife is giving birth. Or maybe, I don't know, whatever reason that is. So always remember this when you're in the next situation, when somebody is looking at you the wrong way, or not looking at you, saying hello, or not saying hello, or cutting in front of you, or whatever any other way, ask yourself this question. Do I know the person? And is there is a way that I did something wrong to them? If it's not, just let it go. A lot of stress will be eliminated if you just do not take things too personally. I tell you. So leave me a comment below and tell me what is that you notice about your life, about your daily habits that you take something way too seriously. What is that thing that constantly triggers you when people do to you that they don't even know you? And if you need more help with the stress management, I'll be very happy to give you one-on-one consultation. So all you need to do is just go to my website, beamazingyou.com. And if you have more questions about stress management, you're welcome to ask me. Please follow me on social media. Just type in Lolita Guarin or beamazingyou.com. Until tomorrow.